Kamala Devi Harris, /K-M? L !/KAH-mə-lə? 23, born October 20, 1964, is an American politician and attorney who is the Vice President-elect of the United States. A member of the Democratic Party, she is set to assume office on January 20, 2021, alongside President-elect Joe Biden, having defeated incumbent President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence in the 2020 election. She will be the United States' first female vice president and the highest-ranking female elected official in U.S. history. Harris will also be the first Asian American and the first African American vice president. 4-5. Born in Oakland, California, Harris graduated from Howard University and the University of California, Hastings College of the Law. She began her career in the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, before being recruited to the San Francisco District Attorney's Office and later the City Attorney of San Francisco's office. In 2003, she was elected District Attorney of San Francisco. She was elected Attorney General of California in 2010 and re-elected in 2014. Harris has served as the junior United States Senator from California since 2017. Harris defeated Loretta Sanchez in the 2016 Senate election to become the second African American woman and the first South Asian American to serve in the United States Senate. 6-7, as a senator, she has advocated for healthcare reform, federal descheduling of cannabis, a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, the DREAM Act, a ban on assault weapons, and progressive tax reform. She gained a national profile for her pointed questioning of Trump administration officials during Senate hearings, including Trump's second Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, who was accused of sexual assault. 8. Harris ran for the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination and ended her campaign on December 3, 2019. 9. She was announced as Biden's running mate on August 11, 2020. On November 7, 2020, the race was called in favor of the Biden-Harris ticket. Harris was born in Oakland, California, 10, on October 20, 1964. 11. Her mother, ʻkɑːmələ Gopalan, a biologist whose work on the progesterone receptor gene stimulated advances in breast cancer research. 12. Had arrived in the U.S. from Tamil Nadu in India in 1958 as a 19-year-old graduate student in nutrition and endocrinology at the University of California, Berkeley. 13-14. Gopalan received her Ph.D. in 1964. 15. Her father, Donald J. Harris, is a Stanford University professor emeritus of economics, who arrived in the U.S. from British Jamaica in 1961 for graduate study at UC Berkeley, receiving a Ph.D. in economics in 1966. 16-17, along with her younger sister, Maya, Harris lived in Berkeley, California, 18-19, briefly on Milvia Street in central Berkeley, then a duplex on Bancroft Way in West Berkeley, an area often called the Flatlands. 20, with a significant black population. 21. When Harris began kindergarten, she was bused as part of Berkeley's comprehensive desegregation program to Thousand Oaks Elementary School, a public school in a more prosperous neighborhood in northern Berkeley. 20, which previously had been 95% white, and after the desegregation plan went into effect became 40% black. 21. A neighbor regularly took the Harris girls to an African American church in Oakland where they sang in the children's choir. 22-23. Their mother introduced them to Hinduism and took them to a nearby Hindu temple, where she occasionally sang. 24. As children, she and her sister visited their mother's family in Madras, now Chennai, several times. 25. She says she has been strongly influenced by her maternal grandfather P.V. Gopalan, a retired Indian civil servant whose progressive views on democracy and women's rights impressed her. Harris has remained in touch with her Indian aunts and uncles throughout her adult life. 26. Harris has also visited her father's family in Jamaica. 27. Her parents divorced when she was 7. Harris has said that when she and her sister visited their father in Palo Alto on weekends, other children in the neighborhood were not allowed to play with them because they were black. 25. When she was 12, Harris and her sister moved with their mother to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where ʻkɑːmələ had accepted a research and teaching position at the McGill University-affiliated Jewish General Hospital. 28. She attended a French-speaking primary school, Notre Dame des Neiges, 29, and then Westmount High School B, in Westmount, Quebec, graduating in 1981. 31, Wanda Kagan, a high school friend of Harris, later told CBC News in 2020 that Harris was her best friend and described how she confided in Harris that she had been molested by her stepfather. 32, she said that Harris told her mother, who then insisted Kagan come to live with them for the remainder of her final year of high school. Kagan said Harris had recently told her that their friendship, and playing a role in countering Kagan's exploitation, helped form the commitment Harris felt in protecting women and children as a prosecutor. After high school, in 1982, Harris attended Howard University, a historically black university in Washington, D.C. While at Howard, she interned as a mailroom clerk for California Senator Alan Cranston, chaired the Economic Society, led the debate team, and joined Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. 33-34, Harris graduated from Howard in 1986 with a degree in political science and economics. Harris then returned to California to attend law school at the University of California, Hastings College of the Law through its Legal Education Opportunity Program, LEOP. 35, while at UC Hastings, she served as president of its chapter of the Black Law Students Association. 36, she graduated with a Juris Doctor in 1989-37, and was admitted to the California Bar in June 1990. 38. In 1990, Harris was hired as a deputy district attorney in Alameda County, California, where she was described as an able prosecutor on the way up. 39. In 1994, Speaker of the California Assembly Willie Brown, who was dating Harris at the time, appointed her to the State Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board and later to the California Medical Assistance Commission. 39. Harris took a 6-month leave of absence in 1994 from her duties as prosecutor, then afterward resumed as prosecutor during the years she sat on the boards. Harris's connection to Brown was noted in media reportage as part of a pattern of Californian political leaders appointing friends and loyal political soldiers to lucrative positions on the commissions. Harris has defended her work. 39-40-41. In February 1998, San Francisco District Attorney Terrence Hallinan recruited Harris as an assistant district attorney. 42. There, she became the chief of the Career Criminal Division, supervising 5 other attorneys, where she prosecuted homicide, burglary, robbery, and sexual assault cases, particularly 3 strikes cases. In 2000, Harris reportedly clashed with Hallinan's assistant, Darrell Salomon, 43, over Proposition 21, which granted prosecutors the option of trying juvenile defendants in Superior Court rather than juvenile courts. 44, Harris campaigned against the measure, which passed. Salomon opposed directing media inquiries about Prop 21 to Harris and reassigned her, a de facto demotion. Harris filed a complaint against Salomon and quit. 45. In August 2000, Harris took a new job at San Francisco City Hall, working for City Attorney Louise Wren. 46. Harris ran the Family and Children's Services Division representing child abuse and neglect cases. Wren endorsed Harris during her DA campaign. 47. In 2002, Harris prepared to run for District Attorney of San Francisco against Hallinan, the incumbent, and Bill Fazio. 48. Harris was the least known of the 3 candidates. 49, but persuaded the Central Committee to withhold its endorsement from Hallinan. 47. Harris and Hallinan advanced to the general election runoff with 33 and 37% of the vote, respectively. 50. In the runoff, Harris pledged never to seek the death penalty and to prosecute 3-strike offenders only in cases of violent felonies. 51. Harris ran a forceful campaign, assisted by former Mayor Willie Brown, Senator Dianne Feinstein, writer and cartoonist Aaron Magruder, and comedians Eddie Griffin and Chris Rock. 52-53, Harris differentiated herself from Hallinan by attacking his performance. 54, she argued that she left his office because it was technologically inept, emphasizing his 52% conviction rate for serious crimes despite an 83% average conviction rate statewide. 55, Harris charged that his office was not doing enough to stem the city's gun violence, particularly in poor neighborhoods like Bayview and the Tenderloin, and attacked his willingness to accept plea bargains in cases of domestic violence. 56-57, Harris won with 56% of the vote, becoming the first person of color elected as District Attorney of San Francisco. 58.